Hey everyone, this is John from Chaotic Commander, and today we have one hell of a game lined up. So before we get started, the rules we are going to be playing with tonight, it's going to be Mox Lantern and Painful Inheritance. Mox Lantern is we all get an emblem of a chromatic lantern essentially that taps for mana and it fixes our lands. Painful Inheritance, during our turn at sorcery speed, once a turn, we can pay 5 life, go get a basic land from our deck and put it on the battlefield tapped. So today I'm going to be playing Post the Enchanter. I've played this a few times, but it is just a bunch of enchantments that I had lying around that are cheap. Kind of want to do things like, make all your stuff enter tapped or draw cards. Nothing too crazy. Find lands even. But that's going to be it for me. We have a new guest today. We have Brian.
Hey, yeah, nice to be on the channel. I'm Brian, aka Red Falcon 207. Don't really have anything to promote, but you may or may not be seeing something from me soon. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Just gonna put that ominously out there. Yeah, I'm playing Duke Ulder Ravengard today. He gives one of my creatures Myriad every turn. So I'm just playing a bunch of big dumb creatures I had lying around. So John, all your stuff that's gonna make my things enter tapped, I'm really gonna hate that. But we're gonna try and have some fun, and I'm excited just to play Big Stompy.
All right, next up we have returning guests. We have James.
My name is James, James the Abstract Marcher, or just Abstract Marcher on all my socials. John, thanks again for having me on. I can't wait for the games. I am playing Geist of St. Traft today, looking to either suit up Geist or anything else that's unblockable or can become unblockable to just beat face really, really hard. I will say there is like one or two abilities in my deck that make creatures enter tapped for my opponents, so please don't hate me too bad, but they're not too mean.
All right, looking forward to that. And last but definitely not least, we have Corey.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Corey over from the Urcast. First time ever on the stream, by the way. Weird coincidence. Every time. And tonight I'll be playing Mathis Fiendseeker, so it's all about putting bounty counters on my opponent's stuff and reminding the board who's the threat, which is, of course, not me.
Did you shield the Urcast?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, we have already resolved
mulligans. As needs to be.
We've already resolved mulligans and rolled to see who gets to go first. Corey, take us away.
All right. We'll kick it off. We'll draw for turn. I'm going to put out a Plains and tap that into a Wayfarer's Bauble and pass.
All right, I will draw for turn. Interesting draw. I'll play Plains. I'm going to tap that for a land tax, then I will pass.
All right, I will draw my card for turn. I'll play a Plains, and then what I'm going to do is, because we have a Mox Lantern, I'm going to tap 2. I'm going to cast Demand Answers, discarding this Evolving Wilds, and I'm going to draw 2 cards.
Pay the life to get a land, but it's fine. It's fine. I've got a land.
And
tax.
Speaking of, thank you. I'm gonna pay 5 life and get myself a land tap to the battlefield.
Yeah. Now remember, it's a basic land. People have tried to game the system and like grab something crazy.
That's gonna be my turn. You can go ahead and James.
I'm gonna draw. Oh boy. Let's go Island. Go Ponder.
Oh, nice.
3. Put them like that. I'll leave them on top, and then I will go ahead and pass.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and untap, draw. I will drop out a 5-color mountain turn, and I think I'm just going to go tap for 2 to tap and sack my Wayfarer's Bauble, and then I'll pass while I search.
All right.
Are you sure you don't want to pay 5 to get yourself a free land?
No, I'm good. It's not free if I'm paying 5.
Land tax.
I mean, it's free.
Here. I am gonna just grab the first 3 basics that I see. Island, a swamp, and another island.
Those Ixalan lands are so pretty.
I like them. I had a lot of people say they look like QR codes, but it doesn't matter. I think it's got a big symbol at the bottom. I think it's fine. Big words, even. That's the clearest island you'll ever see.
I think it is. It is the clearest island.
Yep.
Cool. I like that. I'll play a land for turn, then I will tap 2 for a Wicked Visitor. So whenever an enchantment I control is put into the graveyard, you each lose a life. I have 1 too many cards. I'm just going to discard an island and pass the turn.
I will untap, keep, draw. we're going to play a Plains, and I'm going to tap 4 mana. I'm going to cast Loot Dispute. When it enters the battlefield, I take the initiative and create a treasure token. So we'll track, I have the initiative, and I'm going to venture into Undercity, and I will create a treasure. So my board's just going to get filled with a bunch of stuff.
Nice.
When I venture into Undercity, I will go into the room that says Secret Entrance and get a basic land from my library to my hand. We'll grab a Plains to my hand. I'll go ahead and pay 5 life while I'm at it and get myself another basic.
Damn.
To the battlefield. I'm moving fast.
I see that.
Whenever
What the ramp is this?
Yeah, I mean, you rolled the rules, John. You can't complain.
Oh, you're gonna be the one complaining next turn. It's gonna be real sad.
Front row.
Yeah.
I bet.
You've did too much. Is what happened.
Did too much.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I guess we'll pass on that.
All right, let's go. Plains. Tap 2. Brave the Sands. Creatures I control have vigilance and are able to block an additional creature.
Okay. Interesting.
Yep. And I'll use my token to put out Delver of Secrets.
It's a good one.
And with that, I pass.
I'm gonna go ahead and untap. Draw. I'm gonna put out a Plains. I'll tap for 4. A Sad Robot. When it enters the battlefield, I'll search for a basic land card on the battlefield tapped, and then I'll pass turn.
He is indeed sad.
He is
have a
a
trigger.
weeping robot.
I will grab 3 more basic lands. Just any 3 I find. Drop turn. Cool. I will play the swamp that you guys know about. Do I want to be that guy already or not?
Depends on the definition of that guy in your book.
And it depends on if that guying is towards me or not.
I am having to think really hard. I'm just gonna cast my commander. I'm not gonna be that guy right now. I will pass the turn after that, and after I discard some lands.
How tough is Post, by the way?
He is 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna discard these 3.
Alrighty, we will untap, upkeep. That will trigger my initiative because I still have the initiative. I will venture into Lost Well and scry 2. So we will scry 2. Oh. I think I'm going to keep both of those on top. And I will draw for turn. I'm going to play a Plains, and I think I'm just going to tap 6, and I'm going to cast Radiant Solar. When it enters the battlefield, it's a 3/6 flying lifelinker. When it enters the battlefield or another non-token creature I control enters the battlefield, I venture into the dungeon.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to goad a target creature. We're going to choose Host is going to be goaded.
That is perfectly fine. I'm gonna attack with him anyways. I actually like that. Sweet.
And then I think I will pass the turn ski on that one.
Go untaps. Trigger from Delver. It is a land, so he does not flip. Draw. Play said land, see Chrome Coast.
Corey, I'm never the threat, just so you know. I see you in chat trying to get people riled up.
Foaming at the bit now.
I do have some Zur PTSD, I'm not gonna lie.
This deck is not that Zur deck. This is
No,
a
I
bunch-
understand. I'm just letting you know.
Every person that plays Zur ever.
All right.
It's not that Zur deck.
You know you've played against this deck before, right?
Yeah, and it is that Zur deck.
It is not.
As
that
in-
Zur. It's
I'm gonna tap 3 and play Geist.
cool. I dig it.
Be a bold time to really just pass the turn.
Yeah, I mean you've only got 1 mana, so
Yeah.
are you gonna attack? I think everyone has blockers.
No, I think I'm gonna hold back. I will go ahead, pay 5 to search for a basic,
Okay.
and then I'll pass.
Cool.
Get my life total adjusted.
I'll go ahead and untap, draw.
You're doing really good with your ramp in there, Corey.
Thank you. It's classic Mardu ramp, you know. Non-stop. Can't stop one.
Mardu, a killer not known for ramp.
Bring a sunlit marsh comes in tapped.
Sure.
Sure. And then I think I'm just going to bring out my commander as well.
Okay.
This can be Mathis Fiendseeker. 3/3 with Menace. At the beginning of my end step, I can put a bounty counter on target creature or permanent. Target creature and opponent controls. For as long as that creature has the bounty counter, it gets an effect that when it dies, all your opponents gain 2 life and draw a card. So,
Spooky.
Yeah, that's not nice.
Seems swell to me.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to end my turn, and on my end step, I'll put a bounty counter on Brian, your little lifelinker nonsense over there.
Yep.
Nice.
I'll put a bounty counter on it.
Okay.
So when it dies, we'll all get some benefits.
Untap. I will find 3 more basics.
You're just thinning that library.
Yeah, buddy. Well, I got lots of basics in here. I cheap out on my land bases.
That's where you have to, right? You got to play all the fun cards.
Yeah. Well, it's just because I'm not gonna order a land. I'm just not gonna order a land. This is really what it is.
I can respect that. Don't let the man win.
Yeah. Then
Don't let Watsy win.
I'm not gonna proxy a land either. So I'll draw for turn. I will play this Jurassic Park land because it's cool. All right. Who is the craziest right now? You know what? You goaded my stuff. I'm gonna Curse of Exhaustion you, Brian.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, you can't cast more than 1 spell a turn.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. I warned you, and then you goaded my thing, and
And then you were like, "I'm happy you go to my thing." But you just lied to
you
me.
still had the gall to target one of my things. That's all it is. So let's see. Corey, you got the highest life. I'm coming at you with 1 in the air, but I do have a trigger.
That's only technically true.
Yes, I do have a trigger, and I will get the blind obedience from the deck to put on the battlefield.
Okay.
And I'll be crippled down to 39.
So do I get to respond to it entering the battlefield, or like or it's just post ability?
It's just post.
I guess it doesn't
It's
matter.
not a cast or anything. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's fair. That sucks.
Yeah, it's not like you can counter it, or if you can, after damage, you have like a window, I think, to like destroy it if that's what you want to do.
Nah, you're good.
Okay.
All you.
And then after that, I will go. I have to clean up. I have to get rid of some of these lands.
Oh, before your end step, before we clean up step, I will crack this treasure for a white, and I'm gonna cast Cloud Shift on my Radiant Solar. So that'll remove the bounty counter. It'll come back in tapped, and when it enters the battlefield, I will venture into the dungeon and draw a card.
Big brain.
7. I will discard these 2 lands. Pass turn.
All right, I will untap. Upkeep, I complete the Undercity, so I reveal the top 10 cards in my library. Put a creature from among them onto the battlefield with 3+1/+1 counters. It gains hexproof until my next turn, and then I shuffle. So I'll reveal Iroas, God of Victory, Arcane Signet, Slayer Stronghold, Sacred Peaks, Command Tower, Swift of Boots, no creatures, Phyrexian Vindicator.
Oh, that's a gnarly one.
Delino, Wild Mage, Plains. I have 1 more I can reveal. Plains. You know, I think I'll take the Phyrexian Vindicator, and it comes in tapped.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
And it comes in with 3+1/+1 counters and hexproof until my next turn.
Damn.
And
gross.
Then my whole library is shuffled.
It's a big problem.
Yeah, an 8/8 Vindicator. Yeah.
That may or may not get Myriad eventually.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Oh,
no,
okay,
please.
can't do
No.
Can't do that.
All right, and then we will draw for turn. I'll play Path of Ancestry tapped, and I'll go ahead and tap 6 and cast my commander, who will intercept Duke Ulder Ravengard. And then I will move to combat, and the Duke is going to give my Radiant Solar Myriad and haste, but it doesn't matter because it didn't have Summoning Sickness. And then we are going to swing the Radiant Solar at, let's go with John.
Sure.
And then I have 2 token copies will come in, and one will attack the other opponents.
So what's it? 3, right?
Yeah, 3 total. It's a 3/6 with lifelink. And when they enter, it's when they enter or a when they enter or a non-token enters, I will venture, but because they include themselves, I will venture into the dungeon twice. And I'm just going to do Dungeon of the Mad Mage, so I will gain 1 life and then scry 1. And then all of you have a 3/6 flying lifelinker coming at you. And I'll put that in the bottom.
I have no blocks.
I can't block either.
Okay.
I'll take 3.
I'll take 3.
Gain 9. Gross.
And you said, you know what? While we're at it, I'll pay 5 life, and I'll go ahead and get a land.
I mean, might as well, right?
Yeah. What was that about me doing too much?
Yeah. Obviously, it's not enough to stop you. I gotta figure something else out. It's all right. We'll get there. I've got.
I do forget because I completed. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I have a completely dead card in my hand with this matchup. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was just giving you guys free information. That's what I did.
No, you're good. Because I completed the dungeon with Loot Dispute, I also get a 5/5 dragon. So let me go get that. I'll pass my turn while I grab the token.
What the crap is this? Good lord.
All right. So we all understand who the threat is.
Yes. Clearly.
Okay.
Untap, Delver trigger. And it's a land.
Wow. Getting kind of unlucky there, huh?
A little bit. Island. All right. What do I want to do? Let's tap like that. I have another enchantment to play. Mark of Asylum. Prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to creatures I control.
Nice. What are you gonna do, James? He's wide open.
I am. The blast shields are down.
Yeah. Let's go Spectral Flight and put it onto Geist of St. Traft unless there's a response.
What does it do?
Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and flying.
No response here.
Nope, not for me.
I'm trying to think if I want to play something now or hold off until a more opportune time.
Forgot these tokens are gone, by the way. They don't last
thank
forever.
I apologize. I entirely forget your name. Red Falcon, I'm going to Swords. The Plowshare is your commander.
Do you want to do the Commander, the Phyrexian Vindicator, or the Radiant Solar? Because those are all 3 great options.
Well, I don't think I can do the Vindicator because doesn't it have hexproof?
It does have hexproof. That is true. Okay. Well, my commander will go to the command zone.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's that's nice.
I will gain 5 life because it's a 5/5.
Yep.
Okay.
And what do you know? That land didn't cost anything.
Getting rid of the Myriad Maker is nice. Nice, because
Yeah.
Myriad Vindicator, it's just not fun.
Yeah.
I may or may not have enough mana to get it again next turn, but we'll see.
Oh, understandable.
Probably.
All right. And speaking of damage, I'm going to swing both my creatures at you.
Oh, dang.
Fair enough. How much am I taking?
Well, on attack, Geisty brings a 4/4 in with it,
It's tapped. Not that that matters, but it is tapped.
even though I have Brave the Sands.
It
Well,
comes in tapped.
It comes in
there.
tapped.
It does state it. It does state it. Yes.
Blind obedience.
Yeah. It doesn't matter when it comes in attacking, but yeah.
So what's
Yeah.
the total? What's the total damage?
4, 8, 9.
I will take 9, back down to 31, and because you dealt combat damage to me, you gain the initiative. So whenever you gain the initiative, or at the beginning of your upkeep, if you have the initiative, you venture into Undercity, and the first dungeon of Undercity is you get a basic land. from your deck and put it in your hand. You can't read that.
No. Sweet. I've never had the initiative before, so this will be fun. And that's all I can do.
Yeah, it's a fun little twist on the Monarch for sure.
Untap, draw. For 3, I'm going to bring out a Descent into Avernus.
Oh, are you
on
kidding?
my Oh, my favorite. I'm going to start
right.
ramping everybody. It's going to be Ramp City up in here.
I see. Okay. Great. Corey's like, yeah.
John does not seem annoyed at all.
This is gonna be a quick. Well, because the last time I saw that card, another player also cast it on the same turn cycle.
Yeah.
So the game
Ouch.
went really fast. It went really fast.
All right. For another 3, I'm going to bring out a Royal Assassin, which is just a little 1/1 that taps to destroy target tapped creature. So if there was something like, I don't know, an enchantment out that forced creatures to come in tapped, you know, they'd be like easy prey.
Just like that creature
If
comes in.
that were to
tapped.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like that creature comes in tapped. Land for turn is going to be a Sacred Peaks, which comes in tapped naturally. And then I think we'll go to combat. So, Brian, I'm going to swing 2 at you. And John, I'm going to swing 3 at you with Menace.
Yeah, okay. I'll take the 3. I can't do anything about that.
And no blocks, so I will take 2.
Okay. And then I will just go ahead and pass.
Alright, untap. I'll go get 3 basic lands. Shuffle. Draw for turn. Ooh, that is actually perfect. I will play this as my land for turn.
I'm sorry. Who did you put the bounding counter on with Mathis? I forget.
We'll go ahead and put it back on your lifelinker. Your lifelink flyer.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna tap 2 for Greater Oromancy. I'm gonna tap 3 for a Bastion of Remembrance. So I will get a little 1/1 human. And then whenever a creature I control dies, you guys lose a life, I gain a life. I will go to combat. Alright, Corey. 1 in the air. And then I have an attack trigger. What do I want to get?
In response, I will take the 1.
Hold on, you don't know how much you're taking yet. It will probably just be the 1 though.
I was gonna say that was a lot of confidence on that.
Well, I could get like all that glitters or something and make it like a 6/6 or something.
Yeah, totally fair.
It's too late. I said I'm going to take the 1.
I'll do something fun.
That means there are no combat tricks.
I'll grab an As Foretold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just a little interesting. A little different. Different.
Yep.
It probably won't. Game won't go long enough to matter, but you know. And then I will pass a turn. I probably have to discard. I have to discard 1. I'll discard this dead post sigil because no one is playing green.
That was the dead card in your hand. Got it.
Yeah. I'll pass. So another thing is this deck has all the Post Malone Secret Lair.
Nice.
So
Nice.
That is dope.
Even
Got
though it doesn't really go together super great.
That's all right. It's a flavor win, that's for sure. I will draw for turn. I don't have the initiative, unfortunately. Let's play a mountain for turn, and since I have Curse of Exhaustion on me, I can only cast 1 spell per turn. It might as well be my 8 mana commander. So here we go. 8 mana for the commander. Response.
Not for
All
me.
right. On cast, I will get the Scry with Path of Ancestry, and we will put that on the bottom since I have Curse of Exhaustion on me. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. When Dukel or Ravenguard entered, I ventured into the dungeon. So I'm going to make it to where Post Malone can't attack until my next turn. And then I'm moving to combat. Duke Ulder Ravenguard is going to give Radiant Solar Myriad once more. And I'm going to swing Radiant Solar over at Corey. So a 3/6 flyer in the air, and then I will get 2 token copies, which then are attacking James and John. And when they enter, I'll venture into the dungeon twice. So I'll scry 2, and then I will create 2 1/1 black skeletons. So we'll scry 2. We'll put them on the bottom. And then I'll make 2 1/1 black Skelly Boys, which also come in tapped. And then you all 3 have a 3/6 flyer coming at you.
Sure. No blocks for me.
I will block.
Yep, no blocks for me.
All right. I will gain 9. And because I did attack the player with the initiative, I also get a treasure. So I will grab me a treasure. And that is going to be the turn. James, it is all you. Beginning of your upkeep, you will venture into Undercity again. You may either put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature or scry 2.
I'm gonna put them on Geisty.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a big
Definitely-
Geist.
Yeah, it is a big Geist. I do have an 8/8 flying Phyrexian Vindicator. Don't you forget that.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I am very well aware.
that is terrifying.
All right, let's go. Delver, trigger, land again.
I need to put copy enchantment in my deck. I have it in another
That'd be a
deck.
good one for sure.
I was like, man, I could have like give it to Greater Auromant, like make a copy of Greater Aromancy and have everything with Shroud. It'd be perfect.
Yep.
Damn, lack of foresight.
All right, let's go. Tap, tap, tap. Drog Skull Captain.
Ooh, nice.
Hopefully to get out of my basic land flood, I'm gonna pay 5 and go get a land, and hopefully I don't keep getting flooded.
It's a dangerous game there, James.
It is.
I know it is,
It
but I
is.
am willing to take that risk
'Cause
in
I
order
don't
to
know.
not be flooded as bad as I have been.
Yeah, well, I feel you. I'm definitely getting a lot of basics out of my deck, and it's not helping too much.
John, what's the other creature you've got on your side?
I have a Wicked Visitor and a human, so it's a 2/2 and a 1/1 human token.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to combat. So there's that. So Geist is gonna go over to John. Delver's going over to Sleeve. And let's send the Angel over to Sleeve as well.
How big is Geist now?
6/6.
Does it have Vigilance?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that Braid the Sands gives all the creatures vigilance.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. No. I'll take 6. I'll go to 25. 6 commander damage.
And then your Angel's just a classic 4/4, so it'll be 5.
Correct.
Okay. I will go down to 27.
Wait, why is it doing 5?
What's a 4/4 Angel, right?
Oh, gotcha.
And that Delver? Yeah.
Sorry.
And that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. I will go ahead and untap. On my upkeep, we do have a Descent into Avernus trigger. So I'm going to put the first 2 counters on. We're each going to make 2 treasures and take 2 damage. Mm-hmm.
Puts me at
That's
3
fun.
treasures.
All right.
Now there's a clock on the game.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. So I think, first off, I'm going to tap this Royal Assassin to blow up your bounty-countered creature
Yep.
over there.
I
Brian.
figured that was coming. Radiant Solar's too good.
Yeah.
So we.
When that blows up, everyone except Brian's going to gain 2 life and draw 1 card.
Nice.
For 3, I'm going to play a Zerzoth Chaos Rider. So whenever you draw your first card each turn, if it's not your turn, I get to make a 1/1 Red Devil token that's whenever it dies deals 1 damage, and then whenever a devil I control attacks, myself and the player it's attacking, each draw a card, then discard cards at random. Then for just 1 in my 2 treasure, I'm gonna play a Umenu Battle Armor. So right now it's just a 2/2 Menace that says whenever it deals damage to a player, it goes each creature that player controls, and I can reconfigure to equip it onto another creature, giving it menace and +2/+2. Then I'm going to drop a tapped land as my land for turn, and I'm going to go to my end step, and I'm going to throw my bounty counter on the Delver of Secrets.
We will untap, upkeep. As foretold, it gets counter. I'll go get some basics. I can't attack with Post Malone.
That is correct. He fell on the stage again. He can't. He can't go on.
It is pretty rough out here. All right, so I will go ahead and I will play a land for turn. I'm gonna get rid of these 2 treasures. I'm gonna tap this and a swamp or a court of Ardenvale. So I'll become the monarch. And
Oh boy.
not super relevant right now. I have 5 mana up. I will go ahead and tap 2 more for Feast of the Victorious Dead. So at the beginning of my instep, if a creature I control died, I gain that much life and put that many +1/+1 counters on creatures I control.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It is. It would be. It's pretty good. 2, 5, 7. I am not going to attack. I'm going to leave the blockers up. I'm going to actually draw for the Monarch.
Get another basic land.
What's that?
So, did you draw another basic land? Is that why you're so excited?
No. But I will pass. The turn.
All right. I will untap. And I will draw. Interesting. Does anyone have anything interesting in graveyards? I know you just played the Court Ardenvale, John.
No, I've got lands and Post Sigil. That's all that's in my yard. So,
Okay.
nothing cool.
Bummer.
Got a Wayfarer's Bauble, so strap in.
Yeah, I am strapped.
I have a
because-
Ponder and Swords to Plowshares.
I'm playing a Hanweir Battlements as my land for turn. Not really with Blind Obedience.
No.
That is fair.
I-
That is fair. Especially if you meld it.
Yeah, I say let's go ahead and move to combat. I'm going to give Phyrexian Vindicator Myriad until end of turn.
Oh, shit.
We are going to swing Phyrexian Vindicator at James and this dragon at James as well because I want the initiative back. Phyrexian Vindicator, I'll get a token copy for each of my opponents, Corey and John. So you both have a 5/5 flyer coming at you, whereas James, you have an 8/8 flyer and a 5/5 flyer.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's tough.
And because I'm attacking the player with the initiative, I will get a treasure.
Okay. So how is your guy worded? So it gives the creature Myriad, right?
Yeah, until end of turn again, it gives haste and Myriad to whatever creature.
So in response to the Myriad trigger, I'm gonna cast Ishana's Tidebinder.
Ooh, nice.
So when it enters the battlefield, counter up to 1 target activated a triggered ability, and if an ability is countered this way, it loses all abilities as long as this card's on the field.
Nice.
So it
So
doesn't.
Phyrexian Vindicator no longer has any abilities.
Yes, it's just an 8/8.
Until Tidebinder leaves the field.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
correct.
That sucks.
Yes.
All right. Well, then I guess James, you have an 8/8 flyer just an 8/8 on the ground and a 5/5 flyer coming at you.
Well, I'm gonna go with the thing that doesn't kill my commander. I'm gonna block the dragon with Geisty.
And you're taking 8 on the ground.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not upset with that. I'll let my dragon die. I will get the initiative back, which will venture me. Oh, that's not the right token. Which will venture me into the Dungeon of the Mad Mage and Scry 3. Oh, I will.
I should have
two.
cast it on your commander when your commander triggered, but
I mean,
I figured that'd be too mean. So,
Is it though?
well, you know.
we're gonna put one of those on the, or all three of those on the bottom. They don't really help me right now. All right. Who is like you have the enchantment that gives all your stuff shroud, right, John?
Yes, I do.
Okay, all your enchantment shroud. So I
Yes.
can't get rid of that. Any of your annoying cards.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to tap 6 mana. And I'm gonna cast an Inferno Titan.
Ooh.
And I think I need to kill. How much toughness does that tapped black creature have on your board, Corey?
Oh, it's a 1/1.
Oh yeah, I'll do 1 damage to that. And then how much is the Drog Skull?
2/2.
Yeah, I'll deal 2 damage to that.
Goodbye, Drog Skull.
Interesting.
That is going to be my freaking turn.
Delver trigger. Hooray! I can flip Delver. Woo!
About time.
Do you want to though? It's just a 3/2, right?
Actually, no, I can't because it is not a.
Oh, it doesn't have to be an instant or sorcery? Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't it just turn it into a 3/2 vanilla?
3/2 with flying.
Okay, 3/2 vanilla with flying. Got it.
Actually, let me double check that. Should have.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's good.
3/2 with flying.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like. I mean, I guess you have to reveal the top card. I don't know.
If I could draw other stuff, that would be great.
Yeah.
Let's go. Islands. Start scooting stuff over. Too many lands.
Dude.
All right. Doot. Attempt to cast Spirit Mantle,
On 2.
guys.
I don't have a response.
I'm fine with that.
Yep.
John, you got anything?
No response from me.
All right.
What you got there, James?
I am trying to think who to attack, just to play it safe or keep everything back. But with vigilance, that doesn't really matter.
I think you got mostly free attacks. On
Yeah.
Anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I will say if you attack me with the angel or your commander, you're losing your commander.
This commander's got flying. You got a flyer over there?
I didn't say I was gonna block it. I said he's losing his commander.
Oh, it's got hexproof too.
Oh,
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
yes, it does.
What's giving it hexproof?
The card
Geist has
itself.
hexproof naturally.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can't do jack anymore. You're good.
He's annoying.
Don't worry about it.
And plus, Mark of Asylum.
Forget I said anything.
Yep. And plus, Mark of Asylum prevents all non-combat damage from him too.
He's annoying.
How about this? In that case, we're gonna do something else. Are you
Uh-oh.
moving to combat?
Yeah.
All right. During
confident.
combat, before attackers are declared, we're gonna tap 4 for Master Warcraft. I'm gonna choose which creatures attack this turn. I'm gonna choose how my opponents block this turn.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I'm gonna get the angel token ready then.
I don't think I get to choose where the angel token goes, so you can still point that wherever. But Geist is coming at John, and I will send Delver at Corey.
Okay.
Okay, you said you get to decide how blocks are done as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So John, you're not blocking the Geist.
Okay.
Well, it has flying anyways, and then
I have a flyer.
oh
I have
well,
protection from creatures because of
That's true.
Spirit
Never mind.
Mantle.
and then Delver is a 1/1, right?
Correct.
Mhm.
So I'll just have Mathis block it.
Okay.
Okay.
And then where's the angel going?
To you.
Yep, I figured.
all right. How
Now
big is
on
guys
the-
now?
Geist is a 7/7.
Shit.
And then we also have a trigger. So because the Delver had the bounty token on it,
Yeah.
well, everyone but James will gain 2 life and draw a card.
And then won't that trigger your demon as well?
Yep. So it'll trigger it twice, so I'm going to make 2 1/1 little devils.
James, you're also going to get the initiative again.
Yay.
Because you gave your creature 2+1/+1 counters, you can either make target player lose 5 life or goad a target creature.
And you also get the Monarch from me.
Damn.
Now they are one, as all everything's balanced
Yeah.
as it should be.
Yep. Alrighty. Yeah, Red, you'll take the 5.
Okay,
I apologize. What is your name again?
Brian.
Sorry, Brian.
No worries. I should have put that as my name and not.
Okay.
I think you can add it in the settings. Like
I'll
with
figure it out.
like your pronouns or whatever, you can add that into.
See, when I made my account for this stuff, I couldn't change my username, so it just has my first and last name as the username. So I had to put my actual username in the parentheses.
Is that the turn, James? Or are you holding up an awful lot of mana over there?
It's because I can't do crap with it.
Nice.
I'm just drawing mana. So I am good to go. Past the turn, I'm just trying to find a Monarch token because I know I have one.
Don't forget to draw for being the Monarch.
Yep.
Thank you.
But
Oh, boy.
untap.
Actually,
On my upkeep, we'll go up to 4 counters on descent. So everybody make 4 treasure and take 4 life.
what? The...
Yeah. Things are getting wild.
I'll draw for turn. I'm going to play a Temple of Triumph as my land for turn. Comes in tapped and lets me scry. I'm going to leave that on top. I'm going to go to combat. And I'm going to throw a Solemn Simulacrum at Brian. And a Komenu Battle Armor at James. So it's a 2/2 of Menace coming at you, James, and then a 2/2 at you, Brian.
I think I will just take the 2.
Okay. You taking 2 as well,
Yeah.
James? Okay, now this one, just for transparency's sake, when it deals combat damage, it's going to goad all your creatures.
Okay, I just have Geist right now.
Alright, just making you aware.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. Alright, second main phase, I'm going to tap 3. I'm going to play a Discerning Financier. So at the beginning of my upkeep, if an opponent controls more lands than me, I get to make a treasure. And then for 3, I can choose a player, basically gift them one of my treasures in exchange for a card. Draw a card. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to tap 3. James, I'll go ahead and give you one of my treasures. So I'll go down to 3 and you'll gain a treasure.
Okay.
It'll let me draw a card, which is the thing I just scried. Then I'm going to use my 3 treasures and one of my remaining lands for a queen. Sorry, this comes untapped. For a Queen Marchesa.
Long may
So
she reign.
what's that?
I said, long may she reign.
Long may she reign. So I am now the monarch.
Cool.
And then I will go ahead and end my turn and draw for the monarchy. I do so.
Alright. Upkeep. Another counter here. I'll return anything 3 or less. I'll just grab a land because I just discard that anyways. And then I'll grab 3 more basics. A lot of mana now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play a land for turn. 7. I'm going to get rid of my treasures and... No. I'm going to tap 5 for Carmen Cruel Sky Marcher. Whenever a player sacks a permanent, get a +1/+1 counter on Carmen, and I gain a life.
In response, I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice 3 treasures to the cast.
Oh, in response to the cast?
For 3 red mana.
Okay. Alright.
Real good with the descent out, John.
Yeah, I know. Alright, so... Then... I will... go to combat.
Before you move to combat,
Mm-hmm.
since I don't want my red mana to go away, I will attempt to Chaos Warp your Tidebinder.
Yeah, that could be cool. Let's reveal the top card. If it's a permanent, it enters. It's a Feed the Swarm. There will be no entering of the battlefield. Okay.
That might be rough for you next turn.
Let's see. I'm gonna flip that down because it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go to combat. Corey, take 1, but I will have an attack trigger.
Sounds good.
All right. What do I want? Hi. Oh yeah, I know. I'll grab a Heliod Sun Crowned.
Seems good.
And so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to sack 2 treasures, going to 2. That will gain me 2 life. Okay. So Carmen will get 2+1/+1 counters from her own ability, and I'm going to give Post Malone 2 counters because of Heliod's ability.
And then you're also the Monarch, just FYI.
And then
Don't forget.
4 damage. Oh, but with those 2 that I cracked for, I'm gonna give Post Malone lifelink, so I will gain 3 life as well.
Yeah, so you're taking 3 total, Corey, instead of just 1.
Did I gain the 2 from sacking the treasures? I don't know.
You did. You were at 16.
Yes, I did. Good. Someone's paying attention. All right, cool. And then that will trigger Heliod again. I will put another +1/+1 counter on Post. All right. I will go to main 2. I have a free cast this turn. I should have done this first. I'm going to use the As Foretold to cast the Jet Medallion. And then now I can go to my end step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Discard 2 lands. And pass the turn. Heliod is a creature now as well.
Good to know. Okay, I will.
Oh, I'm the Monarch. Hold on, I will draw for the Monarch.
Yeah.
Don't break the discard too.
Yeah, and then I'll discard another land.
Heads up, I'm stepping away real quick.
Cool.
Bummer. Yeah, I mean, that would be nice. I could do that. I'm waiting for James to get back, just because I'm about to make a. I may make an interesting play.
Mm-hmm.
I'm debating whether or not I should. I think I probably should not, because I can only cast 1 spell a turn. Might as well make it count.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. I mean, look how much you've done with that restriction put on you. It's just imagine what would have happened if I
Imagine if I had a real weapon.
if I had not done that. It's just
Yeah, that's fair. All right, we are going to move to combat. And I'm going to give Phyrexian... No, I'm going to give Inferno Titan Myriad.
okay.
We will be swinging.
All right. Before attacks start. Man, this feels so bad. No, what? Go ahead. Do what you gotta do.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm just going to ignore that happened
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
I'm swinging Inferno Titan at... We're going to go with Corey.
Sure.
I'm swinging Phyrexian Vindicator at James.
Okay.
And I'm holding up 3 blockers. So when an Inferno Titan attacks, I'll get 2 token copies of Inferno Titan. And because I'm attacking the player with the initiative, I will get a treasure, so which doesn't matter for me. But and when the 2 Inferno Titans enter, I get to deal 3 damage twice, divided as I choose among whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, John, I'm just gonna throw them at your face.
So
All 6 of it.
All right. I'll go to.
All 6 of it.
I'll go to 15.
And then You each have a 6/6 coming at you, and Phyrexian Vindicator, an 8/8 flyer with its abilities back, is coming at James.
Okay. So it's just they don't have like it doesn't have like trample or anything, right?
No, they do have fire breathing, so I can pay red to give individual ones +1/+0 until end of turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put a 1/1 human in front of the Inferno Titan coming at me.
I'm gonna put one of my 1/1 devils in front of it.
And I have a tough choice to make. Damn it. Alrighty.
You have protection from creatures, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that would include damage from blocking.
Well, no, technically I don't. Geist does though.
Yeah, that's what they meant, but yeah, I mean, you won't die if you block Vindicator. I just then get to fling 7 damage anywhere else I choose.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll block the Vindicator. I'll take the Inferno Titan.
I think I do want to pump it as much as I can just because I can't cast any spells. I am going to pump the one that's getting through by 5.
Okay.
And deal 11 to you, James.
Yep.
And you're blocking the Phyrexian Vindicator. And you both are blocking with your pieces.
Yeah.
Right.
So damage will be dealt. And then I have Phyrexian Vindicator, and I have the initiative trigger as well.
Okay, so I also have a Bastion of Remembrance trigger, which will cost
Yeah,
a
we-
bunch of other
Yeah.
troops.
We can go in
I've got a
the
trigger
first.
devil too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be drawing cards, so we'll all lose a life and you'll gain a life.
Yes, and that will trigger Heliod.
And then you're gonna lose another life, Brian, because my devil died. The one blocking.
Okay, I can do that. And then I think I'll put the 7 over at John.
My
'cause-
face.
Yeah, just because you're gaining life, and I don't know what life gain James has, but he's dead to the enchantment on Corey's board on his turn. And then because I gained the initiative, I complete Dungeon of the Mad Mage, so I draw 3 cards, reveal them. So Champions of Minas Tirith, Path to Exile, and Wayfarer's Bauble. I may cast one of them without paying its mana cost. So I'm going to cast a free Champions of Minas Tirith, and I become the Monarch.
You already cast the
they-
spell though, right?
I have not cast a spell this turn, no.
Oh, cool.
That was the whole plan.
Nice.
The name of the movie. So I'm the Monarch, and at the beginning of combat in each opponent's turn, if I'm the Monarch, that opponent may pay X, where X is the number of cards in their hand. If they don't, they cannot attack me. So we'll just have this coin be the Monarch token. That is going to be my turn. I'm pretty sure. Oh, and I complete another, so I get another dragon as well. So I tapped Dragon Boy. That's my turn. You go, James.
Okay. Corey, remind me, what is that enchantment that has the 4 counters on it?
On my upkeep, it's sent into Avernus, so on my upkeep is going to gain 2 more counters. Then everybody's going to make that many treasure and take that much damage.
Crap.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Fun. So I better do something then.
And also keep in mind your board is goated as well as turn.
Yep.
What you currently have out, nothing new.
Yep. Okay, this actually works. Play planes. Who has the most amount of cards in hand?
You pay equal to your cards in hand with my guy.
No,
I
I'm
have
actually asking. Okay,
I have
3.
I have 7.
just because I have to choose a target for this, I'm gonna play Gataxian Probe, targeting John.
Okay. Sure. There's 5 lands, Feed the Swarm, and Leyline of Sanctity.
Sweet. I just needed it for card draw. Thank you.
No.
Attempt to cast Daybreak Coronet. I can't. I have to enchant a creature with another aura attached to it. Enchanted creature gets +3/+3. First strike, vigilance, lifelink.
Sure.
There you go.
Does it resolve?
I have no response.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that.
I'm not running any counters in this deck.
Oh, I'm
Corey,
sorry.
is it good on your end?
It's good on my side.
Sorry,
Alright, cool.
I have a Cyclonic Rift. I didn't say that. I showed you. I have a Cyc Rift to my hand. So
That is important information.
that is
Yes,
important
that is.
information. But only James is supposed to know it. But I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
It's not like you can do
Limitation.
anything about it.
Limitations of spell table.
Okay, let's go to combat. Hopefully I can gain some life off of this.
How many cards in your hand?
2.
Would you like to pay 2 mana?
Yes, because actually, this is actually, yeah, I don't want to sacrifice any treasures because of that creature on John's board. So I pay the 2 to be able to attack you.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna have the angel come in at you, Brian, and Corey. Hopefully, send Geist of Saint Traft at you.
You're goaded by Corey.
You
Just go to
Yeah.
Oh,
And
my
you don't have to pay the 2 if you're not attacking me with Geist of Saint Traft.
Okay. All right. So I have to choose a new target then. Okay. F it. I'll pay the 2. Both the angel and Geist your way then.
You could kill John though.
You can't kill me. I have a Cyclonic Rift. I could get rid of his protection from creatures.
Yeah. I kind of want to keep that around.
That's fair.
I'm trying to play it smart for
So
myself.
I'm taking 14 total.
Yes.
Okay, I am no longer the monarch, so anyone can attack me for however much. You also gain the initiative. So, because you decided to deal 5 life, you draw a card now, and you're 1 away from finishing the Undercity.
Yay.
It's good on you. You're like keeping track of the initiative for everybody. That's peak right there. That's what that is.
I try.
It is much appreciated. You're doing good work. Most importantly, out of this, I gained life so I don't die.
True.
That was the big thing I wanted out of that.
Yeah, I'm very low on life right now.
You don't have any room to speak.
I am. Oh goodness.
A toothpick could kill me.
Alrighty, I am good past the turn.
going to untap, and then we are all going to make 6 treasure and take 6 life.
Oof. Down to 3.
Yep, down to 16. I will draw for turn. All right, now I think is the perfect time to play a little bit of mind gamery. So
I know you can kill me with one of your devils, but I just want to point out, if you try to kill me, I'm gonna sack all my treasures so John gets value. So you have to kill John first.
All right, we're doing some king making over here.
Yep.
So
That's
for
fine. I don't give a
5, I'm gonna cast Prisoner's Dilemma. So
Oh.
we're gonna do a little bit of voting here.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
so that kills basically.
That kills everyone but James.
So in
Well,
in
no,
res-
it depends on how you guys all vote.
in response to the cast,
Huh?
I'm gonna. Fuck, I hate doing this, dude. I'm a sack
It has
7.
flashback, so just keep that in mind too.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm a sack 7, so I'm gonna gain 7. I'll have 7 floating.
Okay.
I'm gonna get. Carmen's gonna get 7, so she'll be an 11-11. Then I have 7 Heliod triggers. I'm gonna make her an 18-18, and then go ahead. That can resolve.
I do have one other trigger, by the way, I missed, which is because I'm not the Monarch, Marchessa's going to give me a 1/1 like Death Touching Assassin as well.
Cool.
So I'll add that to my board here in a second. All right, so you have your options of Snitch or Silence. So you're going to secretly choose, so you can't. You can tell each other what you think you want them to believe you're going to choose. But if you all choose Silence, it's going to deal 4 damage to all of you. If you all choose to Snitch, it's going to deal 8 damage to all of you. But if the vote is split, the people that picked snitch get 0 damage, and the people that pick silence take 12 damage.
Do you have any way to? Do you guys have any ways to like kind of write it down or anything? Okay, that works, James.
I figured we could do like just type it into the stream, like the Twitch or the Discord, and then press enter at the same time. But we don't have to do it that way. I can get a pen and paper real quick.
We could do it that way, sure.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that works.
Which one you want? Discord or
We'll do it this stream.
get that
All right.
engagement algorithm up? Here, one
Oh,
second.
Yep.
All right.
Now, that just means if you, if one of you decides to snitch and you can convince your counterparts to be quiet, then you would take out 2 opponents.
Listen, I'm dead regardless. You guys probably
Yeah.
just want to live at this point.
That's actually not true.
Okay,
You know,
it's
if
everyone-
you can convince them,
Stop trying to
Be quiet.
politic this
You
shit. Stop trying. All right. Okay, I'm gonna give us to the count of 3, and then we're gonna hit enter. Okay. All right.
Okay.
1,
I'm ready.
2, 3. Snitch. So I'll take 8.
All right,
Going
yeah,
to
that was
y'all take 8.
Okay. Snitch is almost
I'm-
always the right choice.
I'm dead. It is. All
All right.
that was good.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's resolved.
See ya.
Resolved.
Mhm.
Holy.
Okay.
Now,
Let
can
me
Corey
know.
just win on
bef-
this turn?
Now let me know before you move phases. I've got 7
No,
floating
I'm
mana.
gonna sit right here.
I got 7
I'll
floating
sit
mana.
right here for a second.
Okay.
That's good. It's good for you.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna benefit you here, John.
Yeah. You gonna sack some treasure?
I'm gonna sack 3 treasure,
I will gain 3 life.
and I'm gonna tap 4. So for a total of 7, I'm gonna flash the Prisoner's Dilemma right back.
Ah, crap.
So.
Oh, no.
I think you want to let it play out, John.
No. I'm gonna.
Do you have a counter in there?
No. I'm
The
gonna-
game is afoot.
Gonna use that 7 mana for a Cyclonic Rift.
Okay.
Overloaded. Everything goes
Okay.
back, and I will sack this to gain another life. And get a +1/+1 counter on both my creatures. I was really hoping that wasn't gonna happen. But
So James or John, either one of you could do the noble thing and sacrifice one of yourselves.
all right. So don't you
What'd
want
you
to
do, the
sack
promote?
all your treasures in response to the Cyclonic Rift, James?
Sure didn't.
Huh?
Yeah, why not?
How
Fuck
many
it.
treasures do you have?
I had 10.
All right, so I'm gonna go to
Phone
16.
making there?
Yeah, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna go to 36 on Carmen. Oh no, I'm sorry, 30, not 36, and then you know what? We'll put the rest on Post Malone because nothing better than a big post. All right, and then I guess I'm just gonna snitch, I guess.
Just throwing it just like that, huh?
Yeah.
He helped you out, and you're just gonna hang James out to dry.
I'm dead no matter what.
Yeah, he does.
You hush, James. This is about principle.
All
You
right.
actually do.
I'm just.
But James, you actually do have a window where you survive.
How so?
There's an option where you take no damage, which is you snitch and you convince John to remain silent.
I'm never gonna choose silence since that card is cast. I'll be honest, it's not gonna happen.
Ugh.
All right. Well,
If you also want to snitch, you can fling damage.
all right. I guess we'll just get this game over with.
Yeah.
I'll move the combat. I'll swing
Yeah.
Post at you. I'll give them both lifelink, and then I'll get all that glitters and attach it to Post Malone. Kill you with commander
respond.
damage.
For 0. I scoop.
All right. Well, Good job. Corey, you had that one. If James didn't sack those treasures, we would have both died.
There was collusion on this game, and it stinks.
All I did was ask him if he wanted to sack his treasures so he didn't lose his mana. I don't think that qualifies as collusion.
So technically what I should have probably have done was cast Dispel. Because I had that in hand.
Why didn't you do that?
I mean, yeah, that might have been a
That
way to
no
go about it.
matter what.
Not if with Dispel? That's a counter, right?
It's a counter, but in the same regard, with that Prisoner's Dilemma, I still would have been dead.
You know what I think you should have done is cast a spell on that Cyclonic Rift. I mean, that seemed like the obvious play.
Yeah. Yeah, but then he still would have lost. It just if he
Like
wanted,
if we're making kings over here, you might as well, let's knight the squire.
Right. Oh man. All right. Well, that was a fun game.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. I'm glad that was a nice an hour and a half game. So
Yeah.
didn't go too long. I have some rules that I'm cooking up that if a game goes longer than an hour and a half, we all conjure up a crazy ass card that drains our life, draws us lots of cards, and creates tons of mana. It's gonna be great. I'm still spitballing with the idea, but anyways, we'll start with Corey. Go ahead and show your stuff. Put links in the chat if you want, and sign off for tonight, and I'll find us someone to raid.
Sounds good. Hey guys, thanks for having me here. It's Corey. If you want to check out anything I do, every Friday I post up a podcast called the Urcast, which is on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, all that good stuff. Just chatting about Magic for about an hour or so. But hey, thanks for having me on tonight, and obviously hope everybody has a great night.
All right, next up we have James.
Heyo. I'm James, the Abstract Marcher. John, thanks again for the stream. Corey, Brian, thanks for great games. Brian, you were a threat for the longest time. But it was fun. It was fun. I'm on all social media at Abstract Marcher. I just linked my link tree, so hopefully that helps everyone out. I know John and I are kind of in the works to try and talk about something possibly working out, but we'll see. I have a video that I'm going to be finishing up here shortly, and stay on the lookout for that. I'll post that on Twitter and everything like that. And yeah, had fun and can't wait to play again.
Yeah, no, it's great to have you on. Last but definitely not least, we have our newest guest for the channel. We have Brian.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me on, John. James, Corey, it was great to meet you both. Fun game, and glad we all had a good time. It was definitely sort of a nail biter there at the end. You all see more of me, but it's been fun, and I'll just let you all have a good night, and hope to see you again soon.
All right, and as always, I'm John from Chaotic Commander. Like you heard, there might be some new content, new changes coming to the channel, so look forward to that. You can find me Chaotic Commander on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. But we are gonna go raid Kuro, show him some love, and have a great night and great rest of your week. I will see you guys Friday. Later.